What's good, YouTube? This IQ Domino coming back at y'all with another motherfucker banger. Look at the view. See the motherfucking view. But today we're going to be going over, things that will help you conversate with women better. There's one attribute that I believe that most guys are missing, and the reason why they can't really interact with women in a real way and actually know who they're talking to in a way where they can have a conversation that's going to intrigue that woman that they're talking to, or, where they don't have to ask too many questions to really know what they're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're gonna really go into today. I'm gonna go over two things that really made me successful, but this one attribute is really gonna make a difference for all y'all. So it's gonna be great content. Get this video to 50 likes and I'm gonna see y'all right now. All right, but number one, you want to listen. All right, you see a lot of guys there are out here, and I really picked up that most guys, they listen, but they listen to be lazy. They're lazy listening. You know what I'm saying? Like they listen, and they listen enough to make an assumption. And when you're doing that, I want y'all to realize that you can be wrong and you're moving on that like it's right. For example, if I say, I have to emotionally detach from women for me to be successful with women. If I make that kind of statement, right? A lot of guys believe, I just don't want to have my feelings involved and I'm emotionally detached. But that's an assumption. You know what I'm saying? What you got to realize is that sometimes when you're talking, questions are in the statements. You know what I'm saying? What does emotionally detached really means? Well, it means to not invest into the thought of actually doing something with a woman, whether that be, me fucking her, whether that be marrying her, going on like these lavish dates with her. You get so emotionally invested into this woman, you know what I'm saying? It starts to be, you thinking so much about this woman, you start to emotionally invest. But if you don't actually ask the question of what does it mean to really be emotionally detached, you're never really going to know. You know what I'm saying? You're only going to assume that you know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of guys do when they conversate with these women. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I struggle with coming up, especially, you know what I'm saying? So don't think that you are the only one. When I was a kid, when I was a little bit younger, I used to talk to people and I realized that I used to say what they really meant without fully understanding what they meant. You know what I'm saying? For example, somebody would tell me, hey man, my favorite thing to do is to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, man, motherfucker, your favorite thing is not to play basketball. You play 2K all day. You play football you would do that all day. That's what you really like to do because that's what most of your time go. I'll make a statement like that, right? And not really knowing exactly what's going on with that individual. And I'm gonna be honest, I had a lot of conversations just cut short because I was making assumptions. And to be honest, it's hard to talk to somebody that makes a lot of assumptions. You know what I'm saying? In reality, because if they feel like they know something already, then it's easy for you to just be like, all right, bro, you got it. You know it already. What's the point of me talking if you already know? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times guys do that when they're listening to women, and they automatically get these thoughts in their head about women. Like, this is, she likes to talk to a lot of guys. She must be a hoe. And that might not be the case. She might literally like to talk to a lot of guys. But, and there's nothing wrong with you thinking that partially. But there's something wrong with you thinking that and thinking that that's 100% guaranteed the truth. Like you can never be wrong when you make a statement like that in your mind. Okay. And when you do that, you know what I'm saying, you kind of miss the overall picture of what's actually going on. Because if you knew everything, you be God. You know what I'm saying? You be God. You got to realize that every situation and everybody that's around you, all individuals, are different in their own way. And that's what when you're talking to these women, that's what you need to be trying to figure out. Okay? So when you're listening, that's how you listen. You listen without making assumptions. All right? Now, the next thing, when we go into this lazy listening thing, another thing that guys do is they don't really pay attention to every single detail and try to understand what those details mean to the person that's talking. Okay, when you do that, you give yourself the opportunity to actually see things from their point of view. Instead of looking at like, oh, well, she said this, so she must want me to do this, so I need to do this with this person, or I need to say this to this person. No, a lot of times when you actually take a step back and you look at them as individuals and you understand what they're saying as an individual and every single word that they put together, and you try to understand what they really saying, you realize sometimes that you can be 100% wrong, and a lot of times you're gonna start realizing that you don't really know what the fuck she's really talking about, and she might not even know what the fuck she's really talking about. She might just be talking, you know what I'm saying? But if that's the case, what I want you to realize is that she is going to get a little, discouraged when you actually start talking to her and you feel like you know what she's talking about, and she don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, it ain't your job to babysit this woman, but it's your job to be on the same page as this woman. You know what I'm saying? You need to actually you need to kind of care to actually understand what she's really saying, right? You don't want to kind of listen to make an assumption. You don't want to kind of listen and kind of understand a little bit of it, but not all of it. No, you want to pay attention to every single intricate detail, because if you're doing that, it's easier for you to conversate when you're on the same page as her, because those next thoughts that come into your mind is usually going to be inspiration rather than you trying to like figure out what to say next. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it's all about. What to come out of listening is positioning yourself to, be at the right place at the right time mentally, and that's gonna make things easier for you to talk to these women. Now, of course, that's cool and all, but for this next part, I really want y'all to go to the Patreon, sign up to the Patreon, and really get in tune with that, because with this lesson that I'm gonna give y'all not really gonna understand it to the level that y'all can if y'all don't get to the Patreon. But I am gonna give y'all a little something from the Patreon. Let's see what y'all gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? So the next portion of it all is, y'all want to be conversating to express who you are. Don't even think about how she's gonna perceive you. Don't explain yourself. Just explain why you're saying what you're saying, to let her see who you are. Especially when y'all first meeting her, y'all need to be talking about y'allselves more than y'all talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to be expressing and showing her who you are, because if she sees who you are, that's what's going to make her want to invest. That's what she's going to remember. She's going to remember who the fuck is this guy. But when you're actually trying to figure her out at the very beginning, you know what I'm saying, it's really no point. It's no point. There's no point trying to figure her out at the beginning. I'm just going to keep it a buck with y'all. It's no point, because she's going to kind of abandon who she was. And if she really, really fucks with you, she's going to kind of abandon who she was anyway to fuck with you. That's one thing. The second thing is that if she doesn't fuck with you, it doesn't even matter what you know or don't know at that point, because she's not going to fuck with you if she don't fuck with you. You feel me? So you got to really move accordingly on that. You know what I'm saying? It's better for you to express who you are, show who you are, and at least that way she knows who she's dealing with. It is more likely for her to make the decision that's in your favor, because she realized, like, okay, she gonna know if she like or don't like you, and she ain't gotta guess whether or not who you are, making it way easier for her to want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But those are two things that I got for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and drop to y'all. But if y'all did enjoy this video, leave a like down below. Get this video to 50 likes. I really behoove y'all to join the motherfucking Patreon. I teach manhood. I teach principles. I teach codes. I teach confidence. You know what I'm saying? I make this shit very practical for y'all, as y'all can see. This is not no fluke. This is real game. Helping y'all grow into the man that y'all need to be. On the Patreon, y'all can get the one-on-one coaching, and y'all can get the actual programs where y'all have practices that y'all can practice that'll make y'all grow as men. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I really got for y'all. Leave a like down below. Leave a comment. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what kind of videos that y'all interested in. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what y'all need help with, and I possibly will make a video on it if that statement get like, I'm gonna say 10 likes. If that statement get 10 likes, I'll make a video on it. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all get that, send me that comment on that video, a comment on that comment, so I can actually see it. All right, but that's all I really got for y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Peace.